Oh my god.
Hello, you beautiful people. Welcome back. I've gotten a lot of requests to look at bored girls. South Park, so let's get going. Gender neutrality doesn't necessarily mean political correct. The idea of political correctness being associated with babies, that's a bit of an overgeneralization because people who are not PC tend to be some of the biggest babies there are. I'm trans, and people come to my comments all the time having full-fledged tantrums that I showed up in their feed. Like that's my fault.
Yeah, who's strong?
I'm strong.
Who's strong woman?
I'm a strong woman.
You're gonna smoke the competition.
I'm gonna smoke the competition. Oh no, it's the babies.
Kids, okay, what's the matter?
Oh no, I left Disney Plus on and it went to Mulan.
They don't like Mulan?
No, because Mulan is a female that identifies as male, and yet the movie doesn't take the time to address real trans issues.
I have yet to meet a single trans person who doesn't like Mulan. I'm being totally serious about this. Mulan is actually one of those movies trans people legitimately love because there were actually trans people working on it. Who would have thought? And the song I'm Gonna Make a Man Out of You is pretty much an anthem for trans men. So it's weird that they picked Mulan specifically to target.
As you know, this school is a place where everyone should feel included. Our challenge is to motivate ourselves and others to create an inviting, non-bigoted, and hey, stud, you got a problem?
No, sir.
Now, I think that what we all need are leaders who motivate by example. And so I would like to inform you all that your vice principal is competing in the Strong Woman competition in Morrison this weekend. Let's hear it for her.
So wait, does the principal and the vice principal have a relationship? Because that seems like a real conflict of interest.
Well, thank you, PC Principal. Listen, guys, I just hope I can make you proud, and more importantly, I hope you can see that no matter who you are, you can do anything. We've really come a long way breaking down gender binary bigotry.
Gender binary bigotry? I feel like they're getting their terms really mixed up because that's confusing to me. The gender binary is the idea that there are men and women. Just those two. That is the gender binary, and it excludes non-binary people from that. Gender binary bigotry, is that like cis-normativity? I think they're just mixing up terms here.
And I hope I can especially inspire some of my girl students here.
Or those who identify as girls.
Those who identify as girls are girls. Trans girls are girls.
First bugbear lashes out its stand with his broadsword. And it hits with a 17.
Ah, D&D.
How much damage is that? 4 plus 2 slashing. Okay, I jump up to the bugbear, and I yell, 4 water deep, and I kick it in the bows. I don't think bugbears have bows. Then how do they make baby bugbears?
Oh, hi, boys. We got some new students who want to be part of the gaming club. You know Tammy and Nicole?
No.
This is a school club, boys. All clubs are inclusive. Have fun, girls.
Hey, guys. What the do? Guys, we play lots of games here at Dice Studs, but today we're playing D&D. You don't just show up and start playing. You have to generate characters.
Yeah, we created some this morning. I'm a human paladin and Nicole is a tiefling warlock.
Okay, something to point out here. I think inclusivity is very important. And this might surprise some of you, but I'm actually a dungeon master.
Nerd!
That's right, I play D&D. And girls are some of the best D&D players out there. Just saying. And I can understand their hesitation for not being able to include them in this session. Because compared to other games, you can't just jump into D&D. Even though you have your characters already assembled, you need to talk to the dungeon master ahead of time to make sure your characters fit into the world accordingly. There's a lot of preparation that goes into Dungeons & Dragons. And I feel like they're misconstruing a concept here, which is that D&D being complicated therefore means it's less inclusive, which I think is If they weren't already mid-session, No problem, let them play. No problem there.
A beautiful day in Morrison, Colorado as we get ready for the 6th annual Strong Woman Competition. A 2-day-long competition of tests built to push athletes to their very limits. Joining me now is the current champion of the Strong Woman Competition, Strong Woman. Miss Woman, do you feel ready?
Oh yeah, I'm ready, David. There are just so many amazing women athletes.
So they're going to talk about sports, so
Now,
this is
the
concerning.
first year that a trans woman is in the competition. How do you feel
Of
about
course, yeah.
Amazing. I feel honored to be a part of history. I have a lot of incredible trans friends who are athletes, and so we're all inspired this woman's competing.
This is actually how it's typically done. The vast majority of cis female athletes do not care about trans women in sports. And I'm going to talk about this later on, but yeah, trans women in sports is a wildly misunderstood issue.
Uh-huh. And have you actually ever met Heather Swanson?
No, I've never competed against her before, no.
She's not exactly your average trans athlete.
Well, what is an average trans athlete? Honestly, I find that kind of bigoted, David.
People come in all shapes and
Heather
sizes.
Swanson, how does it feel to be competing today?
Oh no.
I can't tell you how free I feel now that I've started identifying as a woman. Now that I can compete as female, I'm ready to smash the other girls.
And is it correct you just started identifying as female 2 weeks ago?
I'm not here to talk about my transition. I'm here to kick some Let me tell you something, Dingleberry.
David Perry.
I'm gonna roll up the other women here, and I'm gonna smoke them. I am the strongest woman this state has ever seen.
Okay, that is a very gross caricature of trans women. Not to mention, the vast majority of sports require at least 1 year of medical transition. 2 weeks is not enough for this. One common misconception is that people who go through male puberty automatically are 100% stronger than all cis women. That's a distribution of strength and advantages there. Because remember, sports and athletic ability are complicated. There is not one element to athletic ability. Athletic ability is far more complicated than just one part of your body. There's a whole bunch there. And not only that, one of the big changes that happens on feminizing hormones is muscle loss. Now sure, there's still research being done here to see what sort of advantages trans women may have or not have. But that's for the scientists to figure out. And no, anecdotes are not science. And also on top of that, just because a trans woman wins an event doesn't mean you have a pattern on your hands. You gotta look at the big picture overall. For a lot of trans women who win in women's sports, it's a fluke one time or it's a very close call. Oftentimes during rematches with the same competitors, the trans people don't come out on top. So really, what advantage do trans women actually have? Winning one race is not an advantage and it is not a pattern. Not only that, I think a lot of people, when they hear about trans women competing in sports, they think that means that even if it were true that trans women had an advantage in sports, that our rights should somehow be taken away. What the hell are you talking about?
Any words for the challenger, Miss Woman?
Good luck, Heather.
Luck is for dudes.
Luck is for anyone.
Well, with that, let's get right to the action.
Rising to the top, push it to the edge, give it all you got, barely break a sweat, strong woman, strong woman, strong. Yeah, she's got speed, she's got the move, she's got the muscle and a whole lot to prove, strong woman, strong woman, strong.
Okay, and they're trying to show that there is such an extreme advantage trans women have in women's sports. And they're implying here that this trans woman, that since it's been 2 weeks for her, and given her current build, it sounds like she was already an athlete. Why on earth would she be trying to compete in the women's league if she has a typical build for a male league? Why on earth would she need to transition to compete in women's sports if it looks like she's capable of doing the male league. And I've seen a lot of transphobic jokes online about how the average man could take on a female athlete. No, you can't. Seriously, you can do that. But I don't think you're gonna win because female athletes train for a long, long time, and that needs to be taken into consideration.
So, second place, that's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I guess she just started identifying as a woman a few weeks ago. Doesn't really...
It takes about a year.
Don't. You'll upset the PC babies.
Takes about a year on hormones.
It is unfair, it is tyrannous, and it is wrong. Ever since these girls were allowed to join Dice Studs Gamers Club, it has been a train wreck. Every single game we play, they, figure out all the rules, and they use the rules to, make us look stupid.
In D&D, they killed the Dungeon Master. Well, we didn't even think it was possible to kill the Dungeon Master.
It is in the anime cartoon from the 80s.
I am Dungeon Master, your guide in the realm of Dungeons and Dragons.
It's just that we play board games for the theme. We want to be pirates or Vikings. You know what the girls think about? They think about red cubes versus blue cubes, and how much of this equals that many victory points. They're just doing math.
So they're smarter than you and better at board games.
Yes. No. No. It's just different. Look, we started Dice Studs with a dream. A dream that we could actually do something interesting and scared. Just for 60 minutes. Nothing we can do, he said. Hands are tied, he said. We're gonna have to deal with this ourselves, you guys. I think Nicole and Tammy are cool to play with. But you won't think they're cool when the rest of us leave Dice Studs and you're left to play only solo board games. You mean like Nemo's War?
I know a lot of people have asked this question before, but what's Eric's problem? What's his problem?
Look, maybe we just gotta play harder stuff, stuff the girls can't keep up with.
Girls are very intelligent, and I don't know where people get this idea from. Apparently, the International Chess League actually thought last year that trans women and trans men should not be put in their respective gender leagues because they see trans women have a biological advantage at chess. Chess. Are you kidding me? Why is chess even gender? It makes no sense.
Hey, what's going on? Is your girlfriend home?
She's sort of busy right now, Miss Swanson.
Just want to tell her no hard feelings about me winning the strong woman competition.
Yeah, you already told her that at the competition.
You got a problem with me? Because it's starting to seem like you have a problem with me.
What's going on? Oh, hi, Heather.
I was just stopping by to make sure you're not too beat up.
Oh, that's really cool. I'm sorry, but I have all the kids right now.
Well,
And
where are the little kiddos?
You can't just barge into someone's house.
I'd love to meet them. Oh, hey, kids. Well, there's a lot of you. You're
Okay, now they're trying to do the, trans people or hurt your kids stuff. Really? Why the hell are you doing this? You know this is wrong. Why?
Of course, I have the strong woman trophy, though. Just kidding, right?
Look, why don't you just get out of here?
Ooh, sounds like someone here's a
Oh.
Don't you dare. I'm trans people's biggest supporter.
What have you shown to do that yet? Honestly, I know people in my life who show more support than this guy.
Look, why don't you just get out of here?
Ooh, sounds like someone here's a transphobe.
You walked into their house. That doesn't make you a transphobe.
Trans people's biggest supporter. What I think you are is a terrible sport. Transphobe, you better knock it off.
Just don't. You're gonna upset the PC babies.
And if you dare call me a transphobe again, I'm gonna...
You're gonna what? Beat me up? You're gonna beat me?
Okay, now they're making light of how trans people are actually beaten, which is really f***ed up.
Come on over and see old Auntie Heather if you want to see what a real strong woman is like.
Are you feeling what I'm feeling?
What do you mean?
I don't know what it is, but something about that woman just doesn't seem right.
Okay, are they gonna try do this isn't actually a trans woman type thing? Because I really hope that's what they're going for. Will it really save this episode? Probably not, but at least try that.
Hey guys, hope it's cool we brought Kelly. She wants to be in the club too.
Oh, yes, that's very cool, girls. We're just setting up today's game. It's a pirate miniatures game called Blood and Plunder.
Yeah, we saw it in the schedule. We love Blood and Plunder. Are we gonna play like a 4-on-4 skirmish with 2 different factions?
They're surprised that girls like games? Girls like games? Who would have thought? Maybe Cyndi Lauper was right when she said, girls just want to have fun. I'm pretty sure that's what she meant.
Our next guest has been really lighting it up in women's competitions. Since she's identified as female 2 weeks ago...
Okay, this is the second time they're mentioning 2 weeks. So this is leading me to believe that maybe this isn't actually a trans woman. Because trans women can't just do this. Like, it takes a year, again, it takes a year, on hormones at least, to compete in most sports.
Now, there are some women out there who just want to run and hide. I'm talking to you, strong woman. You still dare to call yourself that? Your name is a joke. Because old Heather Swanson here will beat you anywhere, anytime.
That sounds like a threat. What the hell? Now they're depicting trans people as violent. My god, I can't believe South Park got worse.
Hey, don't let her get to you, Strong.
She's not getting to me.
I don't know why she has such a grudge against you, but...
Because I know her.
What do you mean?
It's Blade Jaggert. She is my ex-boyfriend.
What?
Back when we were together, he was such an asshole. When I finally broke up with him, he said one day he was going to get me back. And now he's got us both by the balls.
But then, she doesn't really care about trans people or women?
She hates women. When I left him, he felt like he got beat by a girl, and nothing makes Blade Jaggert more crazy than getting beat by a girl.
Okay, so are they saying this isn't a trans person? On one level, I guess that's somewhat better, but on the other hand, what the f***? You're still leading into these awful, awful stereotypes of trans women.
It is unfair, it is tyrannous, and it is ram. Dice Studs is a board game group that brings thrills and laughter to dozens of boys.
What about the girls?
But that laughter is being turned into screams, as girls constantly invade with their unfairness.
The girls found Eric on the first round of Fury of Dracula.
I swear, they sound like the National Chess Federation.
Boys and girls are simply different in some ways that can sometimes make competitions unfair. Have you ever seen how girls do their homework? They do it that night, meticulously going over every detail and often finishing before they absolutely have to. This is how girls are with board game rulebooks. Before we even start playing, they've already strategized a way to win, leaving others in the dust.
Gender.
And now I'd like to
This is gender. They literally just described what gender is. Gender is a social construct based on who people are and how they live their lives. I can't believe South Park did that in this episode of all things.
Congratulations on your shocking success.
I just hope I can motivate little girls out there. Motivate them to understand that I will beat them at any sport they try. Motivate them to run away like that chicken strong woman did. Because I'm...
All right, that's enough. You made your point, Heather. We get it, okay?
Oh, hey, transphobe. This is a nice surprise.
Oh God, what is he doing?
Look, everyone, I know we're all a little afraid to have any opinions on this stuff, but there can be situations where it's not so easy to... What I mean is,
I didn't count on being the best since identifying as a woman.
Yeah, no because you went through puberty as a male, so your body's completely different.
Hormones change the body in dramatic ways. And everyone's body is different. Not everyone who went through male puberty is going to be heavily muscled and heavily ripped like that. I wasn't before I transitioned. I mean, come on. You're making the assumption that everyone in this position is going to be like this. And that's everyone's bodies are different. Athletic ability is complicated and you need a lot more nuance than just went through male puberty or went through female puberty. There's a whole lot more nuance to this conversation.
And that's exactly what a transphobe would say.
I told you not to call me a transphobe.
All I want is to have a discussion.
Okay, I've heard the words, I just want to have a discussion, countless times from transphobes. Now, on its own, it doesn't seem like it's a problem. I welcome good faith discussions. But most of the time, people who do this are transphobes and are not looking to have a serious conversation. They're not even looking to debate. They're looking to lecture because they don't listen to you. I've even made a short where I talk about how when we as trans people define the difference between sex and gender, the vast majority of the time, transphobes will reply with something about biology. Because, well, that's what they think about all the time. They don't pay attention. They don't understand the issue. They don't even want to debate or have an honest conversation. They just want to lecture you about how they don't like you.
Transphobe.
Oh, shit.
This is more of a condemnation of men as a whole, I think, that men want to go more into violence, and it's gross that they want to, like, mix trans women up in there.
I didn't shove her, for being trans. I shoved her because she's your ex-boyfriend and she's being a dick. Do you think the PC babies will see the nuance?
You know
They're
how they
babies.
are. They're babies. Their minds are made up before anyone says anything.
They're babies. They don't have the reasoning skills for this.
I'll have to try and make things right with Heather Swanson.
Hey students, as you know, we've had some issues here at the school that we're working very hard to correct. So today we are honored to have a motivational speaker. She is the current strong woman champion and also the champion in women's MMA fighting and in women's wrestling. Please welcome the inspiring Heather Swanson.
Oh my god.
That is not appropriate for children. You do not strip and dance like that in front of literal children. Trans people are appropriate around children if their behavior is appropriate. This is clearly not. That was an interesting episode. This episode does have a trans caricature. However, somehow even worse than Garrison. But, like, on the other hand, they also implied that this is actually not a trans woman, but don't actually end it that way. So, yeah, I'm in a torn place on where to put this. Given that it doesn't have the same degrading language as the first episode of South Park I looked at, I'm leaning towards giving this the same grade. Because it fails to, again, understand the true issues going on here. And it paints trans women in this broad caricature that is really inaccurate to the trans experience. If you want to see an extended version of this video, please sign up for my Patreon. Thank you to my patrons for helping make this possible, and especially thank you to Jeremy Barhams for contributing at the $10 tier on Patreon. If you would like to be mentioned at the end of a video like this, please sign up for the $10 tier over on my Patreon. On there, you can see parts that Paramount doesn't want you to see. But hey, if you can't do that, at least give this video a like, subscribe, and leave a comment. When you leave a comment, you tell the algorithm, show me more trans stuff. So, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I highly recommend you check out some of my other videos, including Trans Woman Reacts to South Park and Trans Woman Reacts to Family Guy. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.